Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now today we are back doing some Mount & Blade Warband, and we all love Mount & Blade Warband on this channel, don't we? Yes we do. If you don't like Mount & Blade Warband, get out. No, stay. You're gonna like this anyway. If you don't like Mount & Blade Warband, go buy it, get these mods, you'll love it. Anyway, on to the video. Now I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and when I say a long time, I mean nearly a year now. I've been wanting to make this video, and I thought it is time to do it. But I'm going to do this in style. I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to do this slowly and calmly and coordinatedly, and I'm going to split this into two videos. The first video today will be top 5 Mount & Blade Warband single player mods. So yes, this will be my top 5 single player mods for Mount & Blade Warband, and then don't know when it's going to be. It's going to be in the next few days. Will be the top 5 Mount & Blade Warband multiplayer mods. And yes, so that'll be the multiplayer mods of Mount & Blade Warband, hence the title. These are mods I have played personally, mods I enjoy. I may not be playing them at the moment, but they're ones I've played in the past that I've enjoyed, and they're also ranked on recommendations from other people and how popular they are in general. So yeah, this is my opinions, only my opinions. If you don't understand what opinion means, Google it. So let's get going. So in the number 5 spot, we have War Sword Conquest. Now this is a total conversion mod for Mount & Blade Warband, as most of these are. And this is a total conversion to the Warhammer Fantasy world. Warhammer is made by Games Workshop. This is the original Warhammer Fantasy, not 40k, don't get mixed up. This is to do with like goblins and that kind of stuff. And so yeah, this is a total conversion mod. As I said, there are new buildings and models in it. This mod is really good for the new builds and models. There are massive structures with big castles you can siege and places you can go and visit. When I played it, I used to just go and walk around the town, just have a look at the massive castles and stuff like that, because it looked really nice. Another new thing they added from the base game is boat battles. You don't see that in too many mods, and it really adds a different level and depth to the game. Yes, they are a load of new factions that are to do with Warhammer Fantasy, so if you like Warhammer Fantasy, this is the mod for you. This is really good for those fantasy fans. Now, and that's fantasy in general, not just a Warhammer Fantasy. If you like out-of-the-box thinking and wild creatures and big zombies and stuff like that, this is the mod for you. Now, some cons for this mod. If you don't like fantasy, well, obviously, you're probably not going to like this mod. If you like the historical aspect, this may not be the mod for you. If you also want to have some really cool formations with big shield walls and stuff, this also probably isn't a mod for you. This is more of a charge, kill, death thing. And also, if you don't like Warhammer either, this probably isn't the mod for you, but that kind of was self-explanatory. Just a quick side note, all the links to these mods will be in the description, so you can go download them, test them out. I suggest going and checking out all of these mods, but if there's one that takes your fancy, go and check that one out, and tell me if you enjoyed it in the comments section. Now with the number 4 spot, we have Bellum Imperii. This is probably personally one of my favourite mods. It's not in the number 1 spot because of popularity. This is a popular mod, but I think most people enjoy the mods later down on the list. Bellum Imperii has been out for a long time. It's had many updates. It's been out for a good few years. And if you haven't guessed already by the name, it is a Roman mod. This is why I love the mod. Any of you know me, like personally, will know I love Romans. I love that time period. I love the kind of formations, the weapons, the tactics, and all that kind of stuff. Now this mod, because it's been out for ages, had a ton of patches. It's got more than 20 factions in it. There's Rome, Gaul, Britain, all the Greek factions. As you might expect, there's custom weapons, armor, shields, formations, tactics, stuff like pikes for the Greeks, gladiuses for the Romans with their peeler, heavy and light peeler. Get velites for the Romans as well, the skirmisher troops, and equites and all that kind of thing. There are new troop trees for all the different factions. They're all custom to that faction, so there are a ton of things. This thing like Dacia, like factions like that they're not the main factions that everyone knows about, but they're still in this mod because it's trying to create the most authentic experience to that time period that you can in Mount & Blade. Most of the weapons and armor are historically accurate, which really immerses you in the feel of the Roman time period, and this is mostly based on Imperial Rome, so the early Romans. Now, it also adds in shit battles like the mod prior to this, like Warsaw Conquest. It adds great sieges where you can siege massive Roman cities or barbarian forts. You can go and knock down their gates and climb up the walls with ladders. It adds in the new troop trees, in-game custom troop trees where you can see what you're going to get if you upgrade up certain paths. On to number 3, we have Longley. Now, if you've been sticking around my channel for a while, you'll know I started a Let's Play on this. I stopped it for a bit because I did get a bit tired of it. But I think this mod still deserves to be on the list and in this 3rd place spot, because the time I played for it, it basically blew my mind when I first loaded it up, how they got this into Mount and Blade Warband. Now, everyone knows the Napoleonic Wars DLC. This is a single player version of it. It has all the countries there at that time, as Britain, France, Austria, Prussia, and all those kind of things. It has greatly improved sounds, so the musket sounds, the cannon sounds, and all that kind of stuff. It has shit battles, so we're seeing a lot of shit battles on here. I think that's because that's a big thing that attracts people to mods, because that's not in the base game, and you want something that's not in the base game and changes it quite a lot. There are a lot of improved game mechanics like morale and new bonuses. There are new skins, a complete graphic overhaul. It looks amazing. And the things like cannons, which you wouldn't expect to be in the Mount and Blade games, that actually fire. And they're amazing sounds for it. There's also things in the taverns like little tweaks that are quite nice, little added things like card games which aren't in the normal game. Now, into the number 2 spot, we have Clash of Kings. Now, many of you guys know this mod. This is an insanely popular mod, and there's a reason for it. This is based on the extremely popular books and TV show Game of Thrones. I believe one of the books, I think it's the second book, was called A Clash of Kings. But this basically completely overhauls Mount and Blade Warband, changes it into Game of Thrones. You enter Westeros and the Narrow Sea and Dawn into this kind of fantasy land with all these new factions. There's over 20 factions. I think I counted 22 factions added into the base game, which is incredible. They're all taken straight from Game of Thrones. If you know Game of Thrones, if you love Game of Thrones, this is definitely the mod for you. There's loads of factions and troop trees, and all the troops you can get, they are pulled from Game of Thrones, and it will basically bring you into this whole world, and you'll just be in awe if you're into the kind of Game of Thrones things. Maybe if you don't enjoy Game of Thrones as much, or you've never seen it, this might not be the mod for you. But then again, this could get you into the land of Westeros, and you could become a Game of Thrones fan. I know, right? And then that could take you on to watching the film, not the films, the TV program and stuff like that. And we are up to number 1. What is number 1 gonna be? Number 1 is the Floris Expanded mod pack. Now, this might come as a bit of a surprise to you, as Floris is the only mod on this list that is not a total conversion. Now, you might be asking, Resonant, why isn't that? That's like number 5 or something? Because you're all Scouse. I think only people that live in Britain know what Scouse is. But yes, I'm putting it as number 1 because I love Mount and Blade Warband, and this is totally my opinion. Mount and Blade Warband, it just doesn't get better than that. And because it's not a total Mount and Blade Warband total conversion, it stays loyal to such an amazing game. And it basically improves it in every single way, but then still stays loyal to the game that was made popular and that so many people play even later on in its life. The amazing graphical enhancements. There's shining on the armor, the sunsets, the terrain just look amazing. It adds in total unit reskins. So if you're bored of the Mount and Blade Warband, all the units looking the same, this adds in complete reskins. All your armor will look different. Your horses will have armor that looks completely different. There are new weapons. There's new skills that you can learn, and there's basically a total revamp of the game. It's still loyal to the Mount and Blade Warband game we all know and love, but it completely improves upon it in every single way. There's new animations, there's new terrain, and yeah, there's in-game troop trees that you can see. So the Mount and Blade Warband game, there was nothing of this troop trees, you just had to know what would come next when you upgraded. But in here there's in-game troop trees, so this would be quite good for the person starting off in Mount & Blade Warband and introducing them into it. There's also a political system, you can buy land, you can sell land, you can get loans, and there are totally new mechanics. Now, let's say you didn't want this, let's say you didn't want the new political system, you didn't want the massive lens flares. You can turn all that stuff off in the game and keep the things you like. You can turn on and off for what you like and you don't like, and that is what makes this mod stand out from everything else on this list. It's completely customizable and it completely changes the game in every single way. I can't really point out any faults with it. So if you're wanting to play Mount & Blade Warband the way it should be played, but want a few changes that will maybe reinitiate your thoughts on the game and maybe get you back into it if you've taken a bit of time off, the Flawless mod pack is the mod pack for you. And yes, it is a mod pack, it's not a single mod, it adds a loads of new mods together just to make this awesome mush of mods and make this game amazing. So there we have it, there is my top 5 mods for Mount & Blade Warband. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, all the links to the mods will be in the description. Remember to leave a comment. What is your favourite mod, guys? I want you to tell me what is your favourite mod. And remember to look out for the top 5 Mount & Blade Warband multiplayer mods, which will be coming extremely soon. I want you all to leave a like on this video. If you leave a like on this video, you will get a free French Napoleonic Wars soldier in your mail tomorrow. Yes, if you like a video, you will get a free French Napoleonic Wars soldier. So if you want that, remember to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!